my process for an editorial assignment, and this is part 3 of the tutorial. So yeah, you can read the other parts on my website, which is lohuis.nl. I know it's kind of a weird Dutch name, so you can read it here. And today I'm going to explain how I edit my sketches after I've scanned them, and I'm going to color these on the computer. So yeah, well, the first thing you do, of course, is scan the sketch, because I make all my drawings on paper. And yeah, I don't have an A3 scanner yet, so I have to scan them in 2 parts, because I prefer drawing as big as possible, so in this case on A3 paper, because the bigger the better, in my opinion, and you can add a lot more detail and you have more freedom and more space to draw. So what I basically do is, first I put the top part of the drawing under my scanner, and make sure you align it straight, because this is going to save you a lot of time while you have to paste them together afterwards. If they're already vertically straight, then basically you just have to paste them on the right spot, and then it's a lot easier. So you scan the top part and then just turn the page around and scan the bottom part, and then you have 2 images which you have to paste together in Photoshop. So you open your files. I usually take the top part and make the canvas bigger. Let's set it to 45 so we have plenty of space. There. Now you have a bigger canvas, so you can take the bottom part, select everything, copy, and then just paste. Simple so far. And now you have these 2 together, and you can already kind of see, like, yeah, they fit more or less here. What I do is take the top part and set it to multiply. As you can see, it's become transparent now. See? So now it's much easier to fit them together in the right place. So what I usually do now is zoom in a lot. And you can just nudge them in the right place. And you can see the lines getting sharper or less sharp. So you just take here the select tool and use your arrow keys to nudge them around into the right place. Well, this usually takes a little while, and I'm gonna save you the part, so let's just do it roughly right now. Let's just assume they're in the right place right now. And you take the layer here and put it back to normal. Then you take your eraser, select like a very soft eraser. And what you now have to do is just erase this line here. Let's see, oh, didn't put the opacity 100%. And because you have a little space here that's, extra, you can basically just erase here, and if you have a very soft brush, then you'll have a kind of a transparency that will make sure that you don't see the line anymore, and the lines blend with each other basically. So then you have your sketch. Okay, so now you have your image, and all this nudging and getting it in the right place usually takes some time, but this is just an example, so I think this will do. Now what I usually do is just crop the image, because we have all this extra white space here. Just select your crop tool and drag it around the paper. I think this is very easy, everyone knows this. And just press enter. Voila, very easy. So also, now would be a good time to flatten your image, because the 2 images are in the right place and I want to keep them in the right place. So just select the top layer, and usually I use the shortcut Control E or Apple E. But you can also just Control click the top layer, flatten image, and then it flattens the image into 1 image. Also, I would double click on the layer to unlock it and just press OK. So now you can have more editing options. So now you have this image. As you can see, the paper is a little bit gray here. Like, your scans are never going to be super clean and super pretty. So I'm going to play around with the curves a little bit. Just select Image, Adjustments, Curves. And here you can move around. Well, basically to make it lighter, I just take this dot, move it a little bit to the left until I think it's white enough. don't overdo it, because then you're going to lose all your detail, as you can see. Usually with my scans I have this huge gray area here. If you just press it against it, it's usually quite enough. So now it's white enough. Okay. And this would also be a good time to clean up your scan, actually. You can erase imperfections like here and this line here, and I'm not going to do that because it's just a lot of precise working, zooming in, and erasing, and editing. So now you have your image, but as you can see, it's not like nice, dark, crisp lines. So what I would advise is don't play around with the contrast, like here, because then again you lose a lot of detail. Like your very light areas, they're going to disappear. So what I usually do is just duplicate the layer, okay, and then set it to multiply. There, a lot darker, maybe a little bit too dark, so I usually set it to 20 or 30%. And now you have a lot darker lines and you keep all your detail. So this is a nice tip for you guys. And actually now I think the drawing is ready for some extra editing and coloring. And this is how I prepare my sketch and clean it